the first time he just ever hit me with his fist and knocked me to the floor.
We were in a dining room, and we were eating breakfast, and he got upset over something I said, and he pushed me to the ground. And I remember hearing other patrons gasp, but no one did anything, and I was humiliated, and I just looked around, and I got up off the ground, and I ran out crying.
He was standing over me, and he had his fist up, and he was getting ready to pound on me. And my 2.5-year-old son, John, came up to me with his arms out and said, "Mommy, help you."
We can assist by helping them through the healthy transition and understanding that it does take a lot to leave and to stay gone.
The 4th time I went back, my mother said, "Don't call us again, don't come home again, don't do this. I can't do this anymore." I couldn't blame her.
But what happens is when family members say, "I'm no longer here for you," or "I will not help you," they basically reiterate what the perpetrator is telling the victim, because the perpetrator is saying, "Your family doesn't care about you. No one's going to take care of you like I'm going to take care of you. They just don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see us together." And when your family member goes, "Okay, well, we tried to help you, we're not going to help you anymore," then you're stuck.
You may not understand the decisions they're making. You may not agree with them, and you may want to just yank them up, hog tie them and put them in a car and take them out of it. But there's so much more involved in getting a woman out of that. And the thing that helped me the most was I did have people in my life that if they heard the same story 50 times, they would still show me that they cared and they were there for me no matter what. And that makes a difference for me, yeah.
It could be the bravest thing in the world for her to do is to stay for a while she's figuring out a safe way for herself and her kids to get free. It may be the bravest thing in the world for her to stay and take the beatings in order to protect her kids. We can't always understand that, but what she needs from a friend is somebody to say, "I'm going to support you, and I'm going to be there. When you're ready to leave, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to help you. You can count on me."
You have this suit of armor on that you built, that you think that you can keep control of things. But there is an Achilles heel in that suit of armor, and with women, it's their children.
The other myth that I think keeps people in the situation is you should stay together for the kids. And really that's the worst thing we can do, because you learn what you live. That old adage is so true.
I was afraid for my life and afraid for my daughters, and I did not want her to grow up in an abusive home. I didn't want her to think it was okay, and I felt like no one else was standing up for me, so I had to go get help.
I had less than $1 in my purse. I had no job. I had no money. I couldn't even keep the car I was driving away in. I bought my son a candy bar and spent 25 cents on the phone to call the women's shelter and find out where to go.
Our community can come together because women and kids can heal, and they can become our neighbors, our co-workers, our fellow church members, and wonderful contributing members of our community. But we all have to stand together and join the Brave Woman community and shift our thinking about abused women from that of victim, who might even be responsible in part for what's happened to her, to a recognition of the abused woman as a very brave woman as she's on her path to find safety and healing for herself and her kids.
I'm not embarrassed that I'm a domestic violence survivor, and it happened to me. I'm not a victim anymore, and it took me a long time to be strong, but I want people to know you can be here, you can get out, and you can be happy and healthy. Thank you.
What step would I take today if I were brave?